Hello, welcome back. I'm Tanya from Tanya's Witchy Kitchen, and how are you doing today? So, did I tell you about the coffee pot my husband bought? So, we had bought one, I don't know when, and it died. It's just very typical in our house. We should really get a commercial one, seriously. But anyway, so we had this coffee pot, and it died. And it was actually mine and the kids' turn to buy the coffee pot, and we wanted to order one offline, and my husband is just too impatient of a person, really. He's never had patience like ever. And so he went to Menards and bought a bun coffee pot. We do like the bun coffee pots, but he went to Menards and bought a bun coffee pot, and it wasn't what we wanted because we want the carafe, where it makes the coffee and it stays warm, right? Not the burner. Well, he got the one with the burner. So we were all kind of upset and pissed off. And anyway, so it lasted less than 6 months. Less than 6 months. And that burner basically fell through the thing. So there's no burner. And we had saved the carafe from my other coffee pot. So now we were making coffee and pouring it into the carafe, and it's much better coffee. I'm telling you, the burner just cooks and cooks and cooks the coffee. It tastes burnt after a while. But yeah, and my son's like, well, so when are we gonna get a new coffee pot? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, this one is still working. But in reality, like, my preference of coffee is when my son makes it on the stove, and what he calls campfire coffee. That is the best coffee, and he will actually make it on our fire pit in the backyard. It is the best coffee, like percolated coffee, like old-fashioned percolated coffee. It is the best. But, yeah. But anyway, today, I'm going to show you one of my new items that's coming out for Christmas holiday season. And we're also going to talk about why I don't put polysorbate 80 in my bath bombs. No. You won't find them in my bath bombs. You won't find them in my products. I will not use polysorbate 80. And you should know why. I've seen a lot of stuff about it lately. And I'm just like, it's fascinating how somebody finds something out and they just run with it, right? Yeah, it's not in my pickles either. So anyway, 3 things. Dream big. Be true to you. You are worth it. And let's go check out the new hatching dragon eggs. Okay. And we're not going to the soap, but these are my little dragon figurines that I bought for this project specifically. You can find them on Amazon and somewhere else probably. What is that? Oriental Trading. I don't know. But those are my molds, okay? So I have just showing you the dragon in the mold. Now, why do I not use polysorbate 80 in bath bombs? Because it opens the blood-brain barrier if it's ingested, they say. However, I believe the skin is your biggest organ, and we absorb plenty of stuff through our skin, and I just don't believe it's necessary in bath bombs. I have stood by this for a long time, and I just don't believe that you need it. We don't need to saturate the bath bombs with mica. My Poke Bombs, they do have, cocoa butter with mica coating, so they do leave a little ring around the tub. But, I mean, really, all you have to do is take a washcloth and, scrub it off, and, your bathtub will get a new cleaning right after you, enjoy a bath bomb. But no, I do not. It's just a product that I don't think should be in cosmetics. I definitely don't think it should be in food. I just cannot understand why the FDA thinks that they have to put it in there. Well, I know why they put it in there, but we're not going into that. Okay, so this is a more liquid batch. I made a few batches with some different colors, and I'm just going to show you how how easy it is, how difficult it is, however you want to look at it, to make these. I kind of messed up when I bought the mold, and I only bought one mold because I was kind of like, we'll just do it as it is. I used 7 ounces of oils to create this batch of soap for these aren't bath bombs. I'm sorry. We're doing soap. The first half is soap. So the more liquid it is, it's not like it's any hugely difficult, but my problem was I wanted to make it 3 different colors, and I didn't want, just the bottom of the egg that you see, to be just one color and then the other colors around it. I wanted it to be like a line. I had my grandson design me some eggs for this project, and I think in the end I came close. I think the one design, his favorite, had 4 colors, and I told him I was only doing 3, but that's okay. This is not one of his designs. He had, what did he have? He had a black, a green, and a yellow, and then I think the red and the black and the white. Not sure. But the more liquid it is, the more fluid the soap batter, on one hand it's easy, but on the other hand it's not. Does that make sense? Because, you want to get it in there. You want it to be all, cute and equal, and, that's just how it is, right? It's fluid. Yeah, like I said, sometimes it's just too fluid. But just showing you how, if it is fluid, how you can get these little cool things in there. And when I have them totally filled, I just put a piece of saran wrap over the top. These I did not put in the oven. I did see pop the rest of them. I just made sure the oven wasn't above 150 degrees because I didn't want them, melt my egg, my mold. Were they hard to get out? I put them in the freezer, and then with some pressure applied to the middle there, and just steady pressure. Don't excessively push on these. You're supposed to grease them or something, and I'm just like, you gotta be kidding me, right? Like, not greasing this mold. But yeah, they came out pretty cute. They weren't that difficult to get out, like, seriously. But aren't they cute? They're super cute. Okay, and now to my second batter, which you can guess already, right? This has stearic acid in it. Chunky monkey. Yeah, I don't know why I do that to myself. I just love the soap. Actually, speaking of loving the soap, I really like that buttermilk soap. The ones that looked really wonky, like the Harvest Moon and Falling Leaves, maybe. Leaves something. I Smell Fall. That's what it is. Those are awesome soaps, you guys. My skin feels so smooth. I am actually going to be doing some more buttermilk soaps and doing some research on what is in buttermilk that makes it so crazy. But anyways, so this thick batter, I'm going to show you how it actually, it's okay. So it's super thick. I can't ever get a medium, can I? It's either one end of the spectrum or the other. Hellaciously thick or not, which is funny because that titanium dioxide in the white, it should really thicken it up a lot, but it should be thicker than the black actually, but for some reason that red and that black are just thick, and it, in a way, it does make it easier to do the colors. You know what I'm saying? The other one I had to pour and try and keep it even, This one I could just plop it in there and literally shake the mold, away we go. I actually preferred the thicker batter. I guess it's all personal preference really, but I did like the batter this way. See, you just shake it. Yeah, and that's really all I did. The worst part would be if you forgot to put the toy in there. These would be really cute for dinosaurs too. I might do that or something down the road. But for Christmas, I am doing the dragons. And then saran wrap and oven, low temp, overnight and freeze for a good half hour to an hour, and boom, nice, cute. Aren't they cute? Yeah. They're just cool. My grandson thinks they are the bomb. But anyway, speaking of bombs, we are now to the bath bomb portion of this video. So yes, half of it is going to be a bath bomb, and half of it is going to be a soap. And then they will be shrink wrapped together or something, and it'll be a set for Christmas for kids. I am using the same fragrance oil that I used for the soaps, which is just a nice, simple black raspberry vanilla, which does not have vanilla or vanillin in it. And it's so funny that why they say vanilla, I don't know. But anyway, so this is my bath bomb recipe. I use dendritic salt to hold my fragrance oil. It's helps it stick. Kind of like some people use kale and clay. They mix it with the fragrance oils and then put it in soap. I do this with my dendritic salt. I can't even say that. Okay, one difference. I no longer put cornstarch in my bath bombs at all. I put arrowroot powder. I will put cornstarch in my, shower steamers because it's not really coming in contact with the skin. Whereas this, you're soaking in it. Why not? Well, first of all, cornstarch is cheaper than arrowroot powder, so my cost is a little higher. So that sucks. However, cornstarch is not always non-GMO. You're going to pay a lot more, and it's really hard to find an organic cornstarch. And it's usually modified corn. So the corn's not even, corn then, is it? How modified is it? And the other thing, which is really kind of scary, is corn can actually feed skin rashes. So I know you're thinking I'm weird here, but it's a thing. Some people can have a rash on their skin, or they could have an allergy, or they could have some sort of bacterial thing going on, and that corn can actually feed it and make it worse, okay? So we don't want that. The arrowroot powder I do like because I can get non-GMO. I can get organic. It is more natural, way more natural because it's not modified. It's not changed. The only bad thing really is the cost is probably 2 to 3 times more expensive than the cornstarch. But I believe that as a consumer of bath bombs and a maker of bath bombs, consumer as in I like to use them when I get a chance to use the tub, I prefer the arrowroot powder. All the way around. And so why wouldn't I spend a little bit extra money and do that for my customers? Yeah. So, okay, so you got baking soda, you have, I don't think I have the citric acid in there yet. I have the dendritic salt, I have kale and clay, I have Epsom salt. I know some people don't like to do that. It does take away from the fizz a little bit, but I like the properties of it. So there's a little portion of that in there. And then you just get it to where you like the consistency. I do weigh this out. I know a lot of people say don't weigh it out, just do the volume. But for cost and expenses, I do weigh it out. And it's crazy. The worst I have to do is I might have to add a little more water, like I did there. Oh, and there's oil, sunflower oil. I use sunflower oil, non-hyoleic. So not hyoleic, that's for soap, great in soap. I use the low oleic. Its comedogenic rating is 0. And, most people aren't allergic to the sunflower and oil. So I think that's a great choice. Or my second option is castor oil. A really good organic or non-GMO castor oil, because castor is great for your skin. So working this, was going to say batter, but just getting the consistency where I like it. I like it a little damp and squishy, and yeah, these things were okay. these came out a lot easier than the freaking soap, let me tell you. However, the wings gave me problems. So there's going to be some gold ones, and there's going to be some dark purple ones, but the wings gave me heck, you guys. They just wanted to stick up. They wanted to push through. So you're wondering why I call it the hatching dragon eggs? Because most of the bath bombs look like they're hatching. I mean, I only had one mold, and so I didn't want to, have to try and work my bath bomb powder all over again. I have done that, believe me, it's not fun. But I was like, I should be able to just pop these in and pop these out and just keep going, right? Yeah, but I forgot how easy they were going to come out of the mold. Okay? Just remember that. How easy do they come out of the mold? You don't have to work at it at all. At all. And in fact, you might want to put a piece of parchment. I ended up splitting that in half, you guys. Wah-ha! And then they broke. I mean, they were great bath bombs. Look at that. I could pick them up. Yeah, and they broke. So what I ended up doing in the end, final delivery execution of this, is I put the parchment paper, I cut it up. It's not parchment paper. It's like a wax paper. I don't know. I use it for packaging, sending, products. But yeah, I ended up cutting that into fourths, and then putting actually a piece of cardboard over the top of that, and then flipping the mold one at a time, because they come out so easy, and they just seem so fragile on those edges, and I'm just like, this sucks. But that's what I did. Okay, so parchment paper and cardboard, and then flip it. Okay, and then 24 hours later, so you can see how they're kind of hatching. We're going to paint them. I'm not painting the whole egg because, like I said, polysorbate 80 is not allowed in my bath bombs. So we are just doing a nice little random scale painting. So it's just isopropyl alcohol and my gold mica from Brambleberry with a little paintbrush, and yeah, you can't smooth them out anymore, girl. But yeah, just gonna randomly paint some scales on here to make them all pretty, and that gold is just so pretty. The scales weren't actually, how in art class you would have that random design and you're supposed to use 3 colors and not touch anything. You know what I mean? Did you do that? Like you would, Okay, whatever. Sorry. 3 colors, and you weren't supposed to touch, like have one square touching the other or one part touching another color, but it didn't work because that's not how their scales on these worked. But I just went down and decorated the egg a little bit, and boo boo, and isn't he cute? Very cute. I thought it was a very cute job. And that's all I did. I just kept going to town and painting my eggs. So here's my egg shrink wrapped and the soap egg with it. And so far this is what I'm thinking of packaging them just together, and they'll have a label. Here are the rest of my eggs for the soap part of this. And there you have it. I hope you had a good time. Thank you for dropping by, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.